Now let us see the system of resistors. So far we have studied about the resistance, conductance, how it is affecting the simple electrical circuit. Whatever be the circuit, it should have some resistance and the conductor. Conductor helps the charges to flow and the resistance opposes how much the charge has to flow and not to flow. So the equations V is equal to IR by Ohm's law we studied. Resistors which are connected. Combination of resistors is in two ways. One is in combination of resistors is in two ways. One is parallel and another one is series connection. Combination of resistors is known as system of resistance. Group of or grouping of resistance. In the following cases we are going to see that resistors in series. See, the resistance is connected in one of end-to-end connection. If resistors are connected in end-to-end, so that the same current passes through each of them, then they are said to be connected in series. It will be a series circuit connects the component one after another and forms a single loop. A series circuit has only one loop through which the current can pass. If circuit is interrupted at any point in the loop, no current can pass through the circuit. So if the electric circuit means it has to be a closed conducting path, then only the charges will flow through the circuit. So this is also an electric circuit. Here the loop is connecting battery, 3 resistance, ammeter and a key. This is a closed conducting path to conduct the charges, single loop. This type of connection is known as series connection. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. The voltage drop for resistance 1 and resistance 2 and resistance 3 is varying. Series connection means the resistance connected one after another, end-to-end connection, and current passing through them is same, isn't it? So the voltage potential difference between R1 and R2, R3 is V1, V2 and V3. By Ohm's law, V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2 and V3 is equal to IR3. Summing all the equations V1 plus V2 and V3. V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 is equal to V. So V is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. Taking I commonly outside, R1 plus R2 and R3 will be in the bracket, where V is the effective potential difference and RS is the effective resistance. By replacing the R1 plus R2 plus R3, instead of writing V by Ohm's law, I will be writing it as an IRS. RS denotes the resistance in series. So I and I cancelled on both sides. RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. In series resistance combination, effective resistance RS is equal to sum of the individual resistance R1 and R2 plus R3. When N resistance is connected, RS is equal to NR1. The equivalent resistance in series combination is greater than the highest of the individual resistance. For example, the problem is given there. If each resistance is 5 ohms, 3 ohms and 2 ohms, the voltage drop is 10. RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, 10. Hence, the effective resistance of addition of all the 3 is greater. In 3 resistance, which one is greater? 5 is the greater one. So, the effective resistance is greater than the greatest in the individual resistance. The current passing through them is V by RS. 10 volt difference is potential difference is given there. 10 by 10 you will get 1 ampere current. The ampere of current passing through all the resistance is same because it is a series connection. Parallel connection, it is having so many loops. A parallel circuit has 2 or more loops in which the current can pass. If the circuit is disconnected even in one loop, the other loops the current will be passing. Such a connection is called as parallel connection. Here the circuit is given. Consider R1, R2, R3 connected two common points A and B. Those 2 points alone, the potential difference voltage is going to be, potential difference is same those through those 2 points. This is measured using an voltmeter. The current I arriving at A divides into 3 branches, I1, I2, I3, passing through R1, R2, R3. According to Ohm's law, I1 is equal to VR1, I2 is equal to VR2, V by R2, I3 is equal to V by R3. Total current through the circuit, addition of I1 plus I2 plus I3, that is capital I, is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. Taking V commonly outside, we will be getting 1 plus R1 plus 1 plus R2 plus 1 by R3. Taking V commonly outside, within bracket you will be getting 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Instead of I will be writing V by Rp, where Rp is the resistance, effective resistance in parallel. Cancelling V on both the sides, we will be getting 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So the effective resistance 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. It goes on till NR. So Rp is equal to 1 by Rp is equal to N by R. Rp is equal to R by N. The equivalent resistance in parallel combination is always less than the lowest of the individual resistance. You can do the same sum here also. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 1. Here it will be reduced as 1 by 4 as 0.25 and 1 by 2 as 0.5 and plus 1 by 1 is 1. So effectively it will be gives as 1.075, isn't it? So each resistance I said 2, 4 and 1. 2 plus 4 plus 1 you will be getting 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 1 7. So it will, if it is connected in a series, the resistance will be greater. If it is connected in a parallel, the resistance will be lowest. If the resistance is the lowest, the current flowing through the conductor or the circuit will be more. So we will always prefer the parallel circuits than the series circuits, because resistance is low and the conductance is more in parallel circuit. Here series connections of parallel resistance and parallel connections of series resistance is given in 2 diagrams. See the diagram. Both the parallel resistance combination is connected in a series. So how to calculate it? Or parallel one is the first circuit, see small loop. See in the first circuit, this is a small parallel loop. So 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. In the second circuit, this is another parallel one, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So this is your parallel connection. So here you are writing first parallel 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Second parallel 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4. After finding the answers of 1 by RP1 and 1 by RP2, 1 by RP1 and 1 by RP2, then it will be added in a series way. So total resistance is equal to 1 by RP1 plus 1 by RP2, isn't it? So first you are finding it out in parallel resistance connection, then in a series connection. Here parallel connections of series resistance. First add these two in a series connection method, just summing of those two resistance, and the same way other two, and the same way other two. Then you will be adding R1 plus R2 as a series resistance, R3 plus R4 as a series resistance. Then these two will be adding in a parallel way. So if you consider the connections of a set of parallel resistors that are connected in series, parallel circuit R1, R2 connected in parallel RP1, R2 and R4 is connected in parallel, effective resistance is RP2. After finding RP1 and RP2, those two things will be added in series. In the same way, parallel circuit R1 and R2 is connected in series. So add these two. Effective resistance for first RS1 is equal to R1 plus R2. Then R3 plus R4. This is effective resistance RS2. RS2 is equal to R3 plus R4. Adding those two in a parallel wise. 1 by RP is equal to 1 by RS1 plus 1 by RS2. This is the parallel connections of series resistors. Here the tabular column is given. Criteria: series in parallel. Criteria: equal resistance, more than highest resistance, less than lowest resistance. Amount of current is less as effective resistance is more. Current is more as effective less resistance. If resistance is more, current is less. If resistance is less, current is more. Current is more in parallel circuit. Current is less in series circuit because the resistance is more in series circuit. The resistance is less in parallel circuit. Switching on off. If any appliance is disconnected, other also don't work in series. If any one appliance is disconnected, others will work independently. This is the specialty in parallel connection. Up to this, today's portion is over. Comparison I said, and I will be saying what is the detailed answer we studied through this portion. So now what we are studied today: Ohm's law, electrical resistivity, Ohm's law, resistance of material, unit of resistance, electrical resistivity and conductivity, then system of resistors, resistors in series, resistors in parallel, resistance in series, resistance in parallel, series connections of parallel resistance, parallel connections of series resistance, difference between series and parallel connection. Up to this we have learned today.